FSBOs, what does for sale by owner means? I'm Dana Sapir with Compass Manhattan, and in today's episode I want to tell you everything you need to know about for sale by owner units in Manhattan. So what is a for sale by owner and how does it work? People who choose to list their property by themselves without using the services of a real estate broker can avoid paying the broker commission, typically just the seller side, 3% of the sales price in New York City, but are also responsible for handling all the aspects of the selling process. Those responsibilities include marketing the apartment, scheduling appointments, qualifying the buyer, and negotiating. To start, a seller will need to prepare their home. This includes making the repairs, staging if needed, and cleaning the unit, making sure it's presentable in the best way. Next, you will need to determine an asking price by comparing similar apartments that are on the market, sold recently, and make sure you list it in the best price possible. Then you will need to list and market the property. This means creating a listing description, taking high quality photos, posting the listing on different real estate sites, which could be free or come with a fee, and handle any other marketing like mailing advertisement, social media, and more. When you get offers, you will need to vet them. While agents typically make sure potential buyers are qualified, you will have to handle the vetting process, and you will need to ensure the buyers meet the board requirements if you own a co-op or have enough financial stability to get a mortgage, even if they approve and show you approval letter. Now, if there is an offer that appeals to you, we'll need to negotiate, and there's always back and forth when selling a property. We'll have to determine the final price, repair concessions, contingencies, and any other purchase agreement negotiation with a for sale by owner listing. So essentially, everything a seller's agent would normally handle will fall on the owner in a for sale by owner listing. Now let's talk about who handles the contract and the closing. Typically, a seller's agent will make sure to fill out all of the necessary paperwork. If you are for sale by owner, you will have to handle many of the documents and forms yourself. And thankfully, New York requires a real estate attorney to aid in this process. So even if the property is for sale by owner, you will have the attorney that assists, but you likely still gather a lot of information yourself that needed to show and send to the buyer's attorney, such as the building financials, offering plan, an amendment, bill of sale, etc. So you're basically acting as your own broker and gathering all of the information they would need. So what do you need to know about buyer's agent if they are representing the buyers in a sale? 94% of buyers are using a buyer's agent to represent them, meaning your saving is 2.5 to 3%, but you will still be paying that amount to the buyer's side. Buyer's agent negotiate on behalf of the buyers, and they will be familiar with past sales, the value of comparable properties, and more, giving them potentially a leg up in negotiation process. So if you're less experienced, it could get the best sales price for your home more challenging. Now that we know what's for sale by owner and everything about it, let's go over the potential benefit and pitfalls. On the upside, the benefit to selling by owner include having a discretion and control, since you exclusively determine how much your apartment is marketed for, the negotiation, and all the process. The second is that you save 3% on paying the commission by avoiding use of a realtor to represent you. On the downside, you miss out on a wider audience, both national and international exposure, that can translate to a higher sales price, since brokers have relationship and access to a wider network of brokers and buyers database that help get a best exposure to your property. Number two, sellers in most cases also have an emotional attachment to their property or to the dollar amount, and this many times hinder the ability to negotiate in the best way. Lastly, but equally important, representing a sale is a full-time job. Between replying to showing requests, questions, inquiries, preparing to showings, negotiating and gathering the paperwork, and more, it is a full-time job. So you have a lot to think about. While there is no right or wrong, I would always recommend using a broker when selling in New York City. Dealing with condos and co-ops is a steep learning curve, and there are many legal issues and nuances that could cost you the deal. Additionally, brokers come with a lot of marketing power, and trying to match the resources of a larger brokerage could cost you plenty of time and money. So bottom line, you already have a lot of stress involved in the selling process. Why add more to your plate? Professional services like a doctor, a lawyer, a real estate broker exist to help you achieve your goal quickly, smoothly, and successfully as possible. And I consider that money investment with high return. Want more real estate tips and tricks? Follow me on social media for your daily dose of real estate.